Hi everybody, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. It's about 9:45 on Saturday, August 11th in 2018. I'm coming to you with a little bit of a diamond painting with me video, a paint with me video. I'm just trying to see how this camera angle is going to work out and if I can use this program to zoom in a little better. I am working on my Huacan, and you're not going to be able to see this, but my Huacan diamond painting. I might be able to turn this a little bit so you can see. Bear with me, but this is my Kokeshi doll diamond painting, and this is from a company by the name of Huacan. I don't know if you can see that or not. I will try and zoom in a little bit. It's by a company called Huacan. I have washi tape over the thing here. Bear with me just a little bit. But you can see it's made by a company called Huacan. It's one of the more popular AliExpress diamond painting companies that you can find on AliExpress. And this is my Kokeshi doll. I had got this one at Christmas time as a gift for my husband. This is one of the ones that I got. And I'm almost finished. You see here, I'll turn the camera a little bit. I have the strip here that I'm working on, this area here. And then I have this long strip that goes all the way over here. You're going to hear some thunder in the background. There's a storm blowing in, and but you can see, like, I've got the strip all the way across over here that I still need to do. Yeah, you can. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that part. But anyway, so this is kind of what I'm working on, and I figured I would get started and try and do a little bit of a diamond painting here for you. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit, and we'll see how this works. So zoom in just a little bit for you, and then we're going to adjust the camera. Just bear with me while I play with my camera settings for a minute. I'm just trying to get it in the right spot so you can see it. If you've seen my video the other day, that I did the other day, I actually got a new a new toolkit that is going to enable me to there we go. I think I'm zoomed in enough. Actually, let me kind of go back up this way a little bit. There you go. And maybe over here. That should be good. All right. So thank you for dealing with my adjustments on the camera. I have the camera attached to the light that's above me, and then I have my light board behind it. But anyway, so I got a new toolkit, and my toolkit actually came with two different size boats. So you'll see here, this is the normal size boat or drill boat that comes with a lot of the kits, and it has the funnel on the end. My new kit actually came with a medium size one and a large one. So this is the medium size tray that it came with. And then it came with a super large one with a funnel. Sorry, I'm trying to do this. Keep everything in the hand. A super large tray with a funnel, and I can show you the size comparisons. It looks really big on the screen because I'm zoomed way in, but actually, let me go ahead and zoom out for you. Bear with me just a minute, and then I can give you the size comparisons for the trays. So here's the three trays. As I said before, this is the little tray that normally comes with your kits. This is the medium tray that I got in my kit. I have two of each of these bigger ones, and this one doesn't have a funnel. It just has you know, the little flat area. And then we have the super big tray with the funnel. Now on these big trays, they're deeper than the original trays that come with the kit. So here's the original little tray that comes with the kit. You can see there's quite a bit of difference in the width of the trays. So the bigger trays are deeper. And also the lines, the little lines in here are a lot deeper than the lines in the little trays. But let me give you a size comparison. So this is the big tray. This is the medium tray that I got, so you can kind of see the size comparison. And then here's the original tray that I got with my kits. So I have these 3 different tray sizes. And today I'm probably going to be using the larger one with the funnel because I have a lot of black and stuff. My plan is also to be able to use the little tray, especially with the 310 black. We all know the 310 blacks tend to stick together. And people have been using the trays to kind of munch them down and break the drills apart. So I will actually show you that because I'm going to be working a little bit on some 310 after I get some other colors done. But other than that, I mean, these are my new trays. I'm really excited to get to use these. So there's a little dust in that one. So hopefully everything will come out. One of the other new tools I got yesterday, I don't know if, or this week, is I got this little thing here. It looks like a squeegee on the end up there. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like a squeegee, but it's to like basically you put it on there and you kind of adjust. You can adjust the pins or adjust the drills, you know, make them line up, move them around. It's like just a little flat thing. I think some people actually put little sticky things on them so you could actually stick drills to it, but yeah. So this is, I'm looking forward to being able to use this too. I actually have 3 of these because this tip came with the discs. There's a disc placer, 3 different sizes that you put tape around the edge, and then you just roll it across to place your drills. But I'm not going to use those. I think the one that I've used the most, besides the single placer, is the 3 placer. Just to show you, I do have a drill pin that I put I believe that's a 9 placer tip, and I have a 3 placer tip on the other end. But you can see my 3 placer is a little dirty, the wax in there, because I was using it to place 310s. And I've put a rainbow loom grip on my multi-placer because I don't know, just to give it a little bit more color. You can search YouTube for the rainbow loom drill pin covers and find tutorials on how to make them. I forget the tutorial that I followed, but this is using 5 rubber bands for each layer, and the colorway that I use, the rubber bands that I use, is cotton candy rainbow loom bands. So anyway, so I have my placer tools nearby. My pink wax I have stored. I originally got a little teeny diamond dot ornament to try to see if I'd even like it, and the diamond dot pink wax comes in this little kind of a lip gloss container. So you just kind of unscrew it, and then your wax is inside. You can see I've used about half the wax. And then once this wax runs out, I'm going to take some of the pink wax from my kits. I have a ton of pink wax right now. I'm going to use the pink wax and basically refill this, because this is kind of handy and you don't use it all. I mean, this is for diamond dot painting. I use this for the diamond dot painting and pretty much all of this. So about half of this little container, you can see, it was used for my diamond painting. And then my normal placer, which I have to find, oh, there it is. My normal placer is just one of these little white pens with the pencil grip. This is the one I use the most. The pencil grip is a little dirty. You'll get that with your drills. Sometimes the drills are kind of dirty, especially black. Black is dirty. Black is the dirtiest of them all. It sometimes turns my fingers black, but yeah, this is the placer I've been using. It just has a three drill placer tip on the back end of it, and then of course the single placer. I use the single placer the most. You can see I just refilled it. Well, you're not going to be able to see that, but I just refilled it with wax. Alright, so I will zoom back in for you, and we will get started diamond painting. I think this is going to actually work quite well. Zoom in. There we go. Okay, it's not going to be able to zoom in any farther than that, but that should be good. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to be working on, there's a symbol. My thing is way over, sorry about that, you guys, is way over here on this edge. So this is my legend. The symbol I'm working on is a little, basically a partial circle with another outline around it. Boy, you can hear that thunder pretty good. I hope you enjoy this. I really like storms, so we're looking at 3031. I really like thunderstorms. I have a kind of a dream, a pipe dream of going storm chasing at some point. Actually, for this color, because there's not much left, I think I am just going to be using the small little itty bitty normal tray for this. So I will put my tool down and I will open it up. I use the Doris little bead covers in a tray. So this is my thing. It's 3031. Come on, focus. Focus. I don't know if it'll focus, but anyway, I like this bead tray system a lot. This is the one I'm going to use for storing. I did order, because I'm running low on quite a few beads. You can see, I don't know if you can see that really well. There's not very many of these beads left in here. I did order some beads from Diamond Drills USA to kind of replace some of the ones that are low. I have already run out of one of the flesh tone colors on this one, and the 3 or 4 that I had left in that color, I just used a different color that was similar, because I didn't feel like, you know, contacting the company, because you know, I got these like November, December last year, so the time frame that I would have had to request replacements has kind of come and gone. And but anyway, Diamond Drills USA is a company on Etsy where you can actually order any of the square or round drills that you need in any of the DMC colors, and you can buy them, I believe, in packs of 200, 500, or 1,000, and they're actually pretty inexpensive. So I have about 8 or 9 colors. Actually, no, take that back. I have I think 11 colors coming from them to enhance my stash and just make sure that I have enough drills. Hopefully I could do a comparison with them and compare the drill colors, because sometimes, you know, the drills, when they're manufactured, they kind of suffer from the same type of dye lot issue that you can get with floss and yarn. Sometimes, you know, manufacturers will produce a batch of a color and it will be slightly off or different than the previous batches that could be available. So whenever you're going to buy yarn or going to buy floss, there's you have to be careful and buy the right dye lots that you need. Alright, so I think I've got that color done here for now. And I may actually be completely done with this color on this piece, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, so I'll put, you can see I open this up. I really like these, you guys, so I will try and keep this in the frame so you can watch this. This is my little itty bitty tray, and it just slides right in there just like that. And I just really like this. I really like the bead storage system. Alright. I'm not going to do black just yet. I will do that color, and that color is 500. Let me double check. Yes, 500. I believe it's this one. And I also have these larger, slightly larger bead trays. I have 3 different sizes. So I have these little itty bitty ones. These are the ones that came with the original holding tray, this size. And they have this next size up, and then they have bigger ones too. Like this one, see, it's lots bigger. So there's, I have the 3 different sizes. It's kind of hard to do. Let me actually put my tray down, maybe that'll help. So like, we have the medium size, the large size, and then the size that actually came with the tray. So there's 3 different size containers that I use. Alright. Alright, so let me get this opened up. I'm trying to remember to do this. And then all you do is shake the drills. The little lines on the plate, on the drill boat, kind of make the drills lay a little flatter. There's a couple beads in here that are stuck together. I just kind of wait until most of the drills in the tray are lying flat, and then I know I'm ready to go. Alright, there's not a whole lot in this one. So basically you just touch the drill pin to the bead and stick it on where it goes. There's not a whole lot in this color. I put too many beads on my tray, but anyway, so you just touch and then place, touch and place, touch, oops, and place. Now some people deal with static. I have a little bit of static in my drills, but it's not a lot. People use dryer sheets. Some people say that you can put your drills in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes. I haven't had any problems with it, so I haven't actually used that. I'm sorry, I'm just cleaning. When you stick your drill pin to the things and you press, sometimes when you press, the wax that's in the tip of your pen will ooze out, so I was just cleaning some of that off. But anyway, some people use dryer sheets for the static. Some people cut dryer sheets up and put dryer sheets in their bead containers. I haven't actually had issues with static before, so you know, I do have a little bit of static, but it hasn't been like annoyingly detrimental to my diamond painting, so I haven't actually really done anything to remove whatever static I have. Just kind of cope and deal. So yeah, I may actually have to end up putting on my glasses here, you guys. It's a little too early in the morning and my eyes are kind of still waking up, but hopefully you can see this. Let me actually see if I can move the camera down just a little bit. Oops, wrong way, you guys. I'm sorry. There you go. That is our cat Nico. She's out of her room today. I kind of let her out for a little while because she'd be behind her door meowing at me, knowing that I'm out here. She has some digestive issues that cause her to pretty much throw up a lot of her food. So instead of like her throwing up all over the house, and she doesn't throw up light, you guys, she like has projectile vomit. I'm sorry if that's disgusting to you, but it's pretty disgusting to see. And her throw up kind of goes everywhere, and we don't know why she's throwing up, other than the fact that maybe she doesn't like the other cats. We have 6. So we don't know if she just gets herself into a tizzy and stresses herself out and then gets sick and then throws up, but she, you know. So we keep her in our spare room. Dylan, I will go in there. Hey, get out of there. Nico. Hey. 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 No. She was kind of digging in the trash that was back there. Sorry about that, you guys. But we keep her in the spare room, so we can just basically have one area to clean up, and we go in there every couple of days and kind of clean really well and get everything up. She has her own litter box. She has, you know, obviously food and drink, and it kind of makes it easier on us, because then we don't have to worry about where she's throwing up, what she's throwing up on, and if she's kind of ruining a lot of our good furniture by doing that. But anyway, she's kind of older, and the other thing with it too is because she's having digestive issues, she's lost a lot of weight. She probably weighs like 5 pounds. She's really lightweight, and she's the tiniest of our cats. And when she's throwing up a lot, she loses a lot more weight. We can get her to gain weight, but then she loses it all back again. And we're not really sure what causes it, but we just kind of keep her isolated. We're not really ready to do anything like put her down. We kind of discussed that, but we're not quite ready to do that. She's not terribly old, probably 7 or 8 years old, but she's a sweetheart. We kind of like her. You know, she just wants love. So anyway, well, I'm done with this color now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this color back. Put my bead tray down so I don't spill it. Alright. Alright. The color's done here. W. No, it's 413. Some people, they'll take their beads and they'll put the symbols on the lids so they can just look at the symbol. Since I've been cross stitching since like 1989, I'm used to like looking at a symbol, finding the number, the DMC floss number, and then looking for the number in my floss bags. I use floss away bags for all my cross stitch floss. But I'm used to looking at the symbol, finding the corresponding DMC number, and then looking for that number. So I just put the DMC numbers on my containers. These stickers on the container lids are the ones that comes with the containers. So, yeah. So I'm used to just looking for the DMC number and picking that number out to use. So again, I put the beads in the bead tray, and the drills in the drill tray, drill boat, and then is it a tray or a boat? I've heard it called both ways. I guess it just depends on what you use. So you shake it until they lay flat, and then you can be on your way. I'm doing W. Okay, guys, bear with me just a minute. I am actually going to pause and put on my glasses. I have some glasses. My eyes are they're just tired. And anyway, so bear with me just a minute while I clean my glasses and get my glasses on. Yeah, they're trying to focus a little too much, so I know they're a little tired. They haven't quite woke up yet. So I shall put my glasses on. Oh, that's going to help out a lot. Okay. Plus my eyes are a little dry. I put drops in, but my eyes are a little dry still. But, so, anyway. Yeah, it sounds like the storm's still kind of coming through. I have a couple of drills in here that have little air bubbles in them. And you can see my thing is shaking. Try and minimize that for you. I'm going to move this this drill right here that my thing is touching. Has a pretty big air bubble in it, so I'm just going to kind of move it off to the side so I'm not tempted to use it. Now you see this big area here. This big area here is all black. So when I get to do that, I'm gonna pull out one of my bigger drill boats, and then I'm gonna do the checkerboard pattern in order to get the drills to line up in that area. But right now I'm just doing the colors that have the least amount of spaces in this section that I'm working on. There we go. You might be able to hear the clicks as I'm placing drills side by side, and they click in place to straighten each other out. That's kind of a soothing sound to me. It's kind of like the sound of pulling your embroidery thread through your fabric in cross stitch. It makes a little bit of a sound, but it's sound, and it's kind of comforting. It's kind of like the clicking of knitting needles, or the clicking of bobbins. You know, it's kind of like the soothing sound, or the whirring of a, you know, those will get straightened out later, or the whirring of a spinning wheel as somebody is spinning yarn or spinning wool or whatever. Alright, I think I'm good there. Okay, I think the next color is that one. Alright. That's a lot of drills for me to potentially spell. It's going on about 30 minutes. Continue for a little bit more. So the next color I'm going to do is heart, which I believe is 844. 844. So I was going to use a larger tray for this. I'm just going to, I think, continue to use the smaller tray until I get to do the 810s. Yeah, I just kind of get the majority of them to lay flat, and then I get ready to go. Alright, so for this one I'm doing hearts. A little bit of wax boogers, so I can kind of show you a little bit of the I have another like partial drill, a little bit of the checkerboard effect here. I'm kind of working up at the top. Let me adjust this a little bit so you can kind of follow along. Wrong way. Sorry about that, you guys. There we go. So you can kind of follow along with me as I'm doing this. So there's quite a few hearts kind of up in this area. So I'm going to just kind of place them in a checkerboard pattern, and then I can fill them in and kind of show you. This is one of the tricks to get your diamonds to lay flatter. You put them in a checkerboard pattern, and then when you go to fill in, they click into place and they adjust each other, so they straighten themselves out if your drills were placed a little crooked. Get that one there before I mix it. The clicking that you're hearing now is just the placing of the drill on the sticky canvas. It's not really clicking into place because there's nothing around it. It's just the pressing of the drills into the sticky canvas. I'll go here. I'm kind of anticipating doing this for another 5 to 10 minutes. So this video is going to be about 45 minutes long, and hopefully you'll like this a lot. Alright. I'm about ready to fill this in. Should probably actually zoom this out just a little bit. Bear with me. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit to give you more of the field. Maybe it'll zoom out for you. There you go. There. Alright, so we'll kind of leave it there. That's a good field for you to kind of watch me fill in. This stand that I use, that I have my diamond painting on, is the same floor frame that I use for my cross stitch, and it just allows me to keep this angled at an elevated angle, so I'm not hunched over a table trying to diamond paint. Kind of acts the same way as a easel or drafting table that you can buy online that will adjust, you know, like this, up and down, so you can raise the level and bring your work closer to you. I like this a lot. It's just been really handy because I've been able to sit in the living room, be comfortable, and watch TV and everything like that. When I'm diamond painting and cross stitching like this, I usually just listen to stuff on YouTube, or sometimes, you know, like in the winter time, I'll be watching Hallmark movies, or, you know, movies on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime. In the spring, I like to watch softball games as I do this. I'm the type of person that likes to keep my hands busy. When I'm just kind of sitting idle. I don't fall asleep that way. I pay better attention to what's going on around me when I do that. So, yeah, I usually have the TV going, but it's usually on like YouTube for floss tube videos, or like Hulu, Netflix, Amazon for movies. Sometimes I watch Hallmark movies. In the spring, I get a subscription to Sling TV so I can get ESPN, because I'm a pretty avid college softball person. There's a new TV show that just started this week that I'm hopefully going to be watching a little bit more of as it comes out. It's called Castaways. They've taken these people and put them on kind of a deserted island all alone, and their whole goal is to see how long they can survive on the island. A couple of the castaways on the first show have actually finally found each other, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see how these average everyday people kind of survive in the wild on their own. It should be kind of interesting. I like shows like that. Survivor is one of my favorite shows. I used to watch Big Brother, but then Big Brother got to be kind of annoying. I haven't watched The Amazing Race. They go to some interesting places, but I haven't watched The Amazing Race in a few seasons. I got kind of tired of that one too. Survivor is the one that I tend to watch the most of for reality TV, though. I've pretty much been watching Survivor since it started. It's probably my favorite reality TV show. One of my other shows that I really like to watch, although I don't have a Starz subscription, is Outlander. Diana Gabaldon is my favorite author. And yes, you do pronounce her last name Gabaldon, like rhymes with stone. It's not Gabaldon, it's not Gabaldon, it's Diana Gabaldon. Gabaldon rhymes with stone. She writes the Outlander series with Jamie and Claire Fraser, and I love the books. I mean, I've read pretty much all the books at least once all the way through, and then many of the books like 5 or 6 times because I really like the series. Whenever she comes out with a new book, I'll like basically reread the series and then get the new book and read that. I even have the Outlander Funko Pop little figurines. So, yeah. And I have a Diana Gabaldon color book. I really want the Diana Gabaldon cookbook. Yeah. So, I'm a little bit of a fan. And I have seen her in person twice now. My sister-in-law works for the Kanawha County Library in Charleston, West Virginia, and they had every year they have a book festival, and a couple of years ago Diana Gabaldon was their guest of honor, and there was a contest that you could enter to win a little tea time prior to her public talk. You could win a private tea time session with Diana. And my sister-in-law, being the good sister-in-law she is, she entered, and she won me the session before the thing. Unfortunately, when I woke up that morning, I had a little bit of a stomach issue, so I was not feeling really up to par. I had a little bit of I think I was running a little bit of a fever. And I also had to make like some really impromptu trips to the bathroom. But I enjoyed my time immensely. Diana Gabaldon is a great speaker. She has some great stories. She's great to listen to. So if you ever get a chance and go to a book signing or any of her events, I would highly recommend that you do that. She's a really nice lady, really down to earth. So, yeah. If you ever get the chance, go meet her. She's really great. And I don't know if you guys know this, but she's actually had a couple of cameos in the Outlander Starz series that's on TV. She's had a couple of cameo appearances in there. Like the first episode, she's in she's one of the people that Claire talks to on her way through the crowd in the castle. Yeah, so Diana's made kind of a cameo appearance in some of the Outlander episodes. But anyway, alright, I am looking at about 40 minutes here, you guys. Let me finish up this color with you, and then I'll go ahead and wrap it up for today. I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a diamond paint with me video so I could see if the software that I'm using to capture the video works, and seeing if I can adjust the camera for you. And it looks like I can. So hopefully the camera quality is good. But I hope you guys enjoy the day. This weekend it's supposed to be kind of rainy. So I don't know if I'll be getting outside to do much work outside or not, but I have some work to do on the inside. I had mentioned that I wanted to kind of start going through the bookcases that are behind me to start to organize them. I started that process a little bit last night. I got one shelf cleaned off and a little more organized. I have a big stack of books on my couch that were just kind of thrown in there willy-nilly on that shelf willy-nilly. So I have to go through those and start organizing books, pulling more books off the bookcase and on various shelves, and putting all the same books together. So one of the things that I really like reading-wise, besides Diana Gabaldon and the Outlander series, is I'm actually into cozy mysteries, which are those little teeny mysteries that, you know, are set in like coffee shops and stuff that actually come with recipes. My husband's kind of put the kibosh on me buying like cookbooks because we don't need them and they take up space, and we don't cook much out of cookbooks at home anyway. And so the only way that I can really get new recipes and stuff is to buy cozy mysteries that have recipes in them. My husband's view on that is, well, I'm going to read the book anyway, because, you know, I'm not going to buy a book like that and not read it. He goes, so if you enjoy them, just go ahead and keep buying the books. I don't care if they have recipes and you're going to keep a hold of them forever. But, yeah, so that's kind of what I do. I buy cozy mysteries that have recipes in them. That's how I get, you know, recipes I want to try. Now, have I tried recipes in them? Not very many, but so be it. Oh, look, there's a heart that I missed right there. That one's kind of a trashy one. Where'd it go? Alright, where did it go? Oh, come on, are you serious? I just lost that. It stuck out plain as day. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. Alright. So I think that's it for this color, and I'm actually, since it's going on almost 43 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and kind of cut this video short and just leave you guys on your merry way. And thank you for diamond painting with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you out. Maybe you can see kind of how I'm set up today. Go ahead and get this. Where is it? Oh, come on. There we go. So I'm going to zoom this out. Adjust this a little bit. Sorry, you guys. But you can see my Dries drill tray there. There I am. You can see my Dries drill tray over here. And some of my tools and stuff, and you can see the painting. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good day, a good weekend. I'm hoping in this next week or two to get this finished, because my husband says that I can order another diamond painting once I get this one finished. I only have 2 other ones that I have on hand to start, but he also expressed he found a couple of diamond paintings that he actually may want to do or may want to get for himself. One of the things I forgot to mention, my coffee of the day is that, or my drink of the day, it's in my Thomas Kincaid mug. It's just in a Thomas Kincaid mug. My drink of the day today is International Coffee cinnamon latte or something. It's just a little instant powdered coffee drink. I have it sitting on a mug warmer beside me to keep hot. Oh, it tastes so good. And I put 3 rounded teaspoonfuls, like pretty rounded, of powder mix in here before I added the water. So that is my drink of choice today. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. But anyway, I will end the video here, you guys. Hi, it's just me, just saying goodbye. So the camera's is kind of above me, above my left shoulder. But anyway, yeah, so that's it for me today. So I will see you guys soon. Happy diamond painting, happy stitching, happy crafting, happy whatever you're doing while you're watching me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to getting back together with you soon. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. I just have to get my mouse to move. Come on, there we go, all the way up there. Sorry, you guys, I'm just trying to get the mouse. I have it on my leg. Stop. There we go.